In the kaleidoscopic realm of online political commentary, a recent exchange between Vaush and his chat denizens has unveiled a riveting facet of the intricate tapestry that is Hasanabi's political stance.
Just gave Vaush props right now. About what? Probably Palestine. Yeah, a cool, breezy reminder that it would have been nice if Hassan could have showed the same gung-ho support for the Ukrainian people that he's currently showing for the Palestinian people. Really makes me wonder if he would hold the exact same positions were it not for the fact that Israel is a U.S. ally. Hassan has been very vocal for Palestine for years, Vaush. Yeah, I'm aware of that fact, and it just makes me wonder how he would feel if it wasn't for the fact that Israel is a U.S. ally. So here's a good example, okay? Iraq, Iran, and Turkey all ruthlessly oppress their local Kurdish populations, but Hassan is friends with Hakim, a pan-Arabist and a fervent racist against Kurds. There have been multiple genocides against Kurdish people. Like Hakim was doing Saddam Hussein genocide denialism against the Kurdish people. Saddam Hussein used gas weapons against Kurdish neighborhoods and killed tens of thousands of them, and Hakim was denying it and then saying, oh, well, what if they did it themselves? So here's the question, right? Why the double standard? How can Hassan be a friend to somebody like that, get along with somebody like that, but then he supports the Palestinian people? Why?
The spectacle unfolded during a live stream when Vaush, known for his eloquence that rivals the convoluted verbosity of Patrick Obahiadban, took a detour into the labyrinth of geopolitical skepticism. The catalyst? A chat message gleefully pointing out Hasanabi's laudatory remarks on Vaush's pro-Palestine stance during one of Hasanabi's own streams. Vaush, ever the intellectual acrobat, deftly leapt into the fray, questioning the sincerity of Hasanabi's commendation. His skepticism, a jigsaw puzzle of geopolitical intricacies, unfolded as he probed whether Hasanabi's ardent support for Palestine would persist sans the geopolitical alliance between the US and Israel. It was a rhetorical dance, a linguistic tango orchestrated with the finesse that mirrors Obahiadban's labyrinthine lexicon. The chat message valiantly interjected, brandishing the sword of Hasanabi's historical pro-Palestinian advocacy. Vaush, unswayed, conceded the point but unfurled another layer of his analytical prowess. With an artful rhetorical brushstroke, he painted a canvas depicting a hypothetical scenario where the geopolitical stars realign, questioning if Hasanabi's compass would point the same moral north. In a masterstroke, Vaush invoked the spectre of association, threading the delicate needle of alliances and allegiances. He spotlighted Hasanabi's camaraderie with Hakim, an individual festooned with anti-Kurdish sentiments and a denialist stance toward genocides perpetrated against the Kurdish populace. Vaush, ever the provocator, raised the spectre of a double standard, the paradox of championing a cause while dancing in the shadows of an ally with questionable ethical baggage. This rhetorical ballet raises the question, can one truly champion a noble cause while embracing bedfellows with questionable principles? Vaush's linguistic pirouette unveils a paradox within the pro-Palestinian movement, where political alliances and friendships coalesce in a delicate dance, often overshadowing the very cause they purportedly champion. Hasanabi, in the tapestry of this discourse, becomes both the protagonist and antagonist. The scrutiny is not merely on his political allegiance, but the labyrinthine entanglements that underscore the broader dynamics of online political camaraderie. It is a tale of skepticism, a nuanced critique wrapped in the elaborate language that evokes the spirit of Patrick Obahiadban. The pace of online discussions, characterized by the relentless stream of chat messages and the urgency of live interactions, imposes a formidable constraint on the depth of analysis. In the quest for quick and incisive responses, the subtleties inherent in complex geopolitical discussions are frequently sacrificed. The nuances of issues like the Israel-Palestine conflict, with its intricate historical roots and multifaceted dimensions, risk being oversimplified or overlooked in the haste to engage. The online political arena, akin to a pressure cooker, fosters an atmosphere where nuanced stances often find themselves at odds with the demand for immediate, attention-grabbing content. The art of balancing depth with brevity becomes a high-wire act, and the risk of misinterpretation looms large. Ideas expressed in the heat of the moment may lack the depth and precision necessary to capture the intricacies of the subjects under discussion, leaving room for unintended misconceptions. The volatile nature of online discussions further complicates matters. Emotions run high, and the pressure to take a stance swiftly can lead to polarization and the entrenchment of rigid viewpoints. In such an environment, maintaining a nuanced position becomes an arduous task, as the nuances themselves might be casualties of the digital battleground. The quest for clarity amid the chaos requires both skillful articulation and a discerning audience capable of parsing complex ideas from the cacophony of rapid exchanges. The challenges inherent in online political discourse extend beyond the limitations of the medium. They delve into the psychology of communication in the digital age. The immediacy of response, coupled with the brevity demanded by chat formats, can inadvertently foster a culture of soundbites rather than substantive analysis. The risk of reductionism becomes palpable, potentially diluting the richness of the discourse. In the context of Vaush's skepticism towards Hasanabi's motives, this dynamic adds an additional layer of complexity. The real-time nature of streaming, coupled with the pressure to engage and entertain, may hinder a thorough exploration of the intricacies of Hasanabi's historical advocacy for Palestine. Vaush's questioning, while intellectually stimulating, must grapple with the inherent challenges of the online political arena, where depth often contends with brevity, and nuance wrestles with the demand for immediate, digestible content. As participants navigate this virtual minefield, the struggle to maintain a nuanced stance and avert misinterpretations becomes a testament to the evolving nature of discourse in the digital age. This ethical tightrope reflects the perennial struggle faced by advocates navigating the turbulent waters of political activism. The necessity of building coalitions often compels individuals to forge alliances with those whose views may diverge significantly from their own. Hasanabi, in aligning himself with Hakim, wades into the murky waters of moral compromise, where the pursuit of a shared cause may come at the expense of principles held dear. Philosophically, this conundrum echoes the age-old debate between consequentialism and deontology. Does the end advocating for the Palestinian cause justify the means, even if those means involve associating with individuals whose views are ethically questionable? Hasanabi's predicament exposes the tension between achieving a greater good and upholding unwavering ethical standards. The tightrope walk becomes a balancing act between pragmatic realism and moral idealism. Moreover, this ethical labyrinth raises questions about moral responsibility in the realm of association. Is Hasanabi morally culpable for the views of his associates, or does the imperative of political pragmatism absolve him of such responsibility? This quandary underscores the intricate web of accountability that political actors navigate, where personal ethics intersect with the exigencies of coalition building. The dynamic between Hasanabi and Hakim underscores the moral haziness inherent in political activism, where the pursuit of justice can inadvertently foster alliances that compromise the very principles being championed. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the compromises individuals may make in their pursuit of a just and equitable world. In this labyrinth of words, Vaush poses a poignant query, an interrogation not only of Hasanabi's political principles but also of the mercurial nature of alliances in the tumultuous sea of online political activism. The paradox persists, and as the rhetorical dust settles, the echoes of this discourse reverberate, challenging the audience to peer beyond the surface and navigate the intricate web of friendships and ideologies in the digital pantheon.